Hi, I'm Doug Wilkes with Southern Visions Real Estate, and we're here with Taylor Ryder, Project Development Manager for Terra Innovations based out of Ponte Vedra, as well as Gregory Wilkins, co-owner of Southern Visions Real Estate and Head of Sales and Development. And we're working on a spec right now and want to see if Taylor can fill us in on their company and what they're doing here in Lexington, South Carolina.
Yeah, we're really happy to start this Wise Ferry project. Terra's based out of Florida, and we love to be in upscale areas. Baker's Bay, Big Sky, Montana, Ocean Reef, Key Largo. So next obvious place, of course, is Lexington, South Carolina. This is our third spec on the lake, but this is definitely our prize. This house is going to be over 5,000 square feet, built by Birch home builders, designed by Black Barn Home Design, and architectures by Vignette, architecture firm out of Charlotte. So we're really excited to be working with Southern Visions to get this marketed the way that it deserves to be marketed, as a gem on Lake Murray's shores.
Southern Visions has typically dominated Lake Murray neighborhoods, subdivisions. Can you tell us about this area of the lake?
Yeah, so my dad about 35 years ago developed Spence Plantation, which is about a quarter-mile down the road. The family that owned the property initially that we developed Spence Plantation had this property. And so the story continues. As you can see, we've already got two incredibly nice houses that adjoin this house, and we're incredibly excited to bring a third, what I would consider to be one of the nicest places on Lake Murray. This house will have everything you need. It's got 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. It's slightly over 5,100 square feet, and we're incredibly excited. This is sort of the unveiling, and this is kind of day one. So we're here to share the progress of construction, and we'll keep sharing along the way.
Nothing like having a 50,000 acre lake as your backyard, right?
Nothing like it.
The best.
So what has Birch done for you so far?
This is actually our 4th spec home with Birch. We've done 2 over in the Columbia area on the lake, 1 in Chapin on the lake. And so, you know, we've fine-tuned our partnership with them. They are an amazing builder to work with, not just of their craftsmanship, but of the kind of people that they are. So,
tell me about Black Barn Home, the interior designer for this home.
So Sheila runs Black Barn Home, and she has a gift, and we've seen this time and again with our Birch homes. She takes her plan and she feels as if she's living there, and she redirects the plan, she redlines everything, she brings in inspiration from all over the place, and this was one that kept her up overnight, in the hours late into the night and early in the morning. This is a work of art, thanks to Black Barn Home and her vision and her selection. So it's going to be really special. When you walk into this home, you're going to know that it was curated, that someone thought about what it would be like to actually live there.
Okay. Yeah, and lake living is very important when you're building a home here on Lake Murray. As far as the outdoor section of it, any ideas of what that's going to turn out looking like?
Of course, you know, the backyard is an extension of the inside of your home on Lake Murray. So the outdoor is just as important, if not more, than the inside. So we have spent a lot of time making that the way we think that a buyer would want.
So we've got a 5-bedroom here, over 5,000 square feet, pretty much a mother-in-law suite above the garage. School districts, Lexington one of the best in the state. Really confident in this build and the price that we're bringing it to the market for.
One of the things I think we want to highlight with Lake Murray is it's really an up-and-coming crown jewel, right? So when you think of Baker's Bay, or you think of Jackson Hole, or Ocean Reef, these are among the most established, most expensive zip codes in the country. Lake Murray isn't that yet, so this house represents an ability to have that same quality aesthetic at a much lower price point than any of those zip codes. So what we have here is kind of an up-and-coming crown jewel, and as you can see, we're surrounded by incredibly nice homes that you would see at Baker's Bay or at Ocean Reef. This is probably the nicest area on Lake Murray with the nicest neighbors. So Terra chose a lot in a position that I would consider the crown position on the lake. So it's all about where you are, location, location, location. This is, in my opinion, the nicest place on Lake Murray.
Agreed.
Just outside the capital of the fastest growing state in the country.
So this this is essentially the introduction to this house. We're gonna showcase the progress throughout, so you'll be able to follow along with us. We're gonna be putting these videos on our website, YouTube, social media, as well as Terra Innovations. This really is the unveiling, so you can follow along with us. We'll keep you honed in on the progress. If you need any extra information on this house, just reach out to Doug and I. We've got everything you'll need. If you have any specific questions about the layout, we've got renderings, we've got floor plans. So any details you need, we'll have. And of course, as we continue on the construction path, we'll provide further updates. We'll get more in depth in the house, and we'll really showcase what a jewel this is. We're just happy that you'll be following along with us, and we look forward to telling this story.